Hello everyone, this is Faisal with another video. Hope you're all well and staying safe. This is my second video on my solution to load shedding. I have an inverter system and I have a lot of views on this particular video. So thank you to all those that have watched the video and subscribed to the channel and shared your thoughts and comments as well. So this is just a follow-up to that particular video. I will include the link of the first video in the comment section below, so please be sure to check it out. Now let's speak about load shedding before I share the update. Psychologists have warned, right? I mean, in South Africa, that load shedding is having an emotional impact on many of us, right? The constant power cuts are bound to cause anxiety and depression for many people and can also be fatal. Now, let's face it, South Africa has faced power cuts at unprecedented levels, from stage 4 to stage 6, and they are even reported up to stage 8, that have affected everyday life for ordinary South Africans like you and me. Now, just to give you some perspective, last year South Africa experienced its worst year of load shedding. According to Outlier, January 2022, listen to this, January 2022 was the only month last year where there was no load shedding. Now, while President Cyril Ramaphosa, his government and Eskom tried to find a lasting solution to the electricity crisis, South Africans are suffering. You and I are suffering. Rotting food in the refrigerators, traffic congestion, children unable to do their homework, and simply not being able to have a simple cup of coffee are some of the challenges faced by South Africans on a daily basis as Eskom continues to cut electricity across the country, right? Now, I did provide a solution to load shedding. That's my solution to load shedding and what works for me, and that was an inverter. No doubt you would have had your own solution, which is rechargeable lights, rechargeable globes, or even candles perhaps, but it doesn't solve the problem of load shedding. You can't keep your food cold, you can't watch TV, you don't have lights, you may not even have internet connectivity, which is a serious problem, especially when you are working from home, for those that have home industries, and especially for kids when they need to do research. So what is the solution to load shedding? And I've explained this in my previous video, right? You can get a generator, right? But for me, generators are loud, they're noisy, they create pollution, and there's humming sound all the time. I mean, that's just something that I can't take. And then it uses diesel. Diesel is expensive. One of the things Eskom is grappling with is the shortage of diesel, or the money to buy diesel to keep the light on to run their open gas cycle turbines, which Andre de Ruyter said will lower load shedding up to stage 2. So diesel is expensive. The price of petrol and diesel went up, and obviously it's going to burn a hole in your pocket, right? Then you can also get the solution of solar, right? Now, solar inverters are quite expensive, very, very expensive. They range anywhere from 80,000 Rand upwards up to 165, 200,000 Rand and even more. Sometimes people may not have the cash available to go for that solution, especially when you don't have enough money to even put food onto the table. Now, the inverter solution is quite simple. It is my solution. It may work for me, but it may not work for other people. But a lot of people have watched my video and said that it works for them. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that I implemented this solution about almost 2 years ago. Now, I'm not going to go through the setup of what I got because you will see it in that video, so check out that video. But at that time, I did get basically lead batteries. Now, lead batteries have a lifespan for about 2 years, give or take. Depends on how many times it's charged and discharged, the recycle charges. Now, after almost 2 years, I had to replace those batteries, right? And I replaced it about a week ago with lead batteries because they seem more economical at the time. A lot of people don't have wads of cash stacked up somewhere or in their wallets or in the bank to buy more expensive batteries. I could have gone for gel batteries, but they are more expensive. So I thought that The LED batteries lasted me almost 2 years, shy 1 or 2 months, right? I'm going to replace those LED batteries with other LED batteries. The gel batteries will obviously last a little bit longer, but I had to fork out much more. So I recorded the changing of the batteries by the technician or the electrician. So check this out. Okay guys, so after 2 years, the batteries on my inverter has finally depleted. I get about 10 minutes. So I put his batteries in about 2 years ago, and it's time to finally change them. Now the new batteries cost me around 6,000 Rand, and I think that's quite economical considering that it lasted for 2 years. So we're gonna change the batteries, and then hopefully this will last me another 2 years, and it will give you enough time obviously to budget when the 2 years are coming up and expires. Now, if you haven't seen my first video, I will put a link in the comment section below so you can check it out. It's called My Solution to Load Shedding. And a lot of you have seen the video, a lot of you have commented. And this is just a sort of complimentary video just to show you that what happens when the batteries are depleted. So we're going to change this, and it's not much difference, but just to show how the batteries are changed. So let's check it out. Okay, so these are my old batteries, so we're going to be changing that out now. This is in the box, you know, that comes with the inverter. Okay, so the batteries are installed, and we're just putting on the inverter. Alright, and we're going to test it out now. Okay, so that's my cabinet, and that's the inverter. Just going to plug in the inverter. Okay, and you can see that it's powered up. The alarm's just gone off, so hopefully the new batteries will last me longer than just 10 minutes. And to replace these batteries, which are LED batteries, cost me around 6,000 Rand. So I think that if you are struggling financially and if you want a solution, a quick solution that's economical, then this is the way to go. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Okay guys, so that is the changing of the batteries. Now I also want to share with you that sometimes the batteries do die, especially when there's a problem with the regional power utility like City Power in our case, where even beyond load shedding we have power outages. Then what I've done is I've bought UPSs, right? 2 of them. One to power my ONT box and the other one to power my router. So even if I don't have lights or I can't watch TV or anything else, at least my fiber is working and I can have internet connectivity, because sometimes I do work from home, the kids need to do homework, and my wife also needs to work. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And remember, you can interact with me on the various other platforms, which is Twitter at Faisal Patel 143, on Instagram at Faisal Patel 143, and then also on Facebook.com/Faisal Patel. So until next time, please do take care of yourself and each other, and remember to stay safe. See you around. Peace.